Hi everybody, how is everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. Um, and that you're staying safe. And if you're listening from somewhere that's cold, I hope you're keeping warm. Yeah, guys, 2026 is going very fast. For me, I don't know about you guys, but I just feel like it was 1st of January yesterday, and now we are weeks into the year. Hi, is that the same thing? Is that how you're feeling? That's how I'm feeling. Yeah. So this this musings that I'm doing, it's something I have always wanted to talk about, and each time I decide to talk about it, something happens and I just end up not doing it. But I'm happy that I didn't even do it, you know, s- pr- before now, because I feel like I even have more to say on this issue. So let me start by saying that so Nazar Circles, the analytics, it shows that most of my listeners, about 80% of my listeners are between 35, are from the, between the ages of 35 to 60 something. So with, that being said, it means that people that are listening, most of the people that are listening to me are people who have, lived life, experienced life, maybe married, maybe have children, um, or just live life in general. So the topics, most of the topics that I talk about will resonate with them. Obviously, we have other topics that will resonate with anybody, regardless of your age. So, like the health issues, or even people that are still growing, not married, not haven't had children. Yeah, but the general gist is that a lot of the topics I talk about would resonate with people much older. So that brings me to today's topic. So this issue that I want to talk about is one that I know that is very touchy for a lot of people, a lot of Nigerian women, and I'm narrowing it down to Nigerian women. I keep saying that because I can only speak for people that I can only speak about what I know. Um, so it may apply to women, obviously from other African women. It may apply to other Black women, but I shall know. I know that it applies to Nigerian women, um, older Nigerian women, and it's this thing of dating younger men. So if you're an older Nigerian woman, um, the 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 suggestion that you should date or you can date a younger man is a big it's a big no. And I am just wondering why that is. First of all, who even made this rule that there has to be a massive age gap between husband and wife? Who made this rule? Let's go back to our parents. A lot of our parents, um, in their generation, yes, the men were, men when they wanted to marry, they would marry somebody who was, significantly younger. And I think there's so many reasons for that. Let's even go back to our grandfathers. In those days, the men usually went out to work. They would marry a young maiden, or they would pick a young bride. She would be home. I'm talking about our grandfathers, great grandfathers. She'd be home raising the children and all that, looking after the house, not working. That was her job. She was a housewife those days. So I get it. I get that thinking. Obviously, if you're 30 something, you don't want to get married a 30 something year old woman your age and keep her in the house to be raising kids. No, it would make sense that she'd be younger. You go out, you're the older man, you'd go out, marry somebody younger, and then she would do that while you bring in the bacon. I get it. Okay. So my parents, of course, our parents, of course, kind of took the same idea. Many of our parents, the age gap is significant. By significant, I mean like maybe between 5 and 10 years age gap. The man, of course, being older. I get it. A lot of people, my generation, so people that are in their 50s, 60s, No, my generation is not 60s though, please. People in their 50s, when I look around at couples, yes, the guy is slightly older. Um, yeah, the guy is older. I don't think I know of anybody whose husband is younger than her. If you know me and your husband is younger than me, please, younger than you, please let me know. But I can't think of anybody who's that I know, any woman that I know, Nigerian woman whose husband is younger. So we've continued that um, trend, or not trend, thought process. Um, but I'm wondering why. Why is it? Why have we continued that? Um, I know that growing up, we're all told, okay, and I don't even think I dispute that women pick. Obviously, we are more mature than men. Yeah, we mature faster than men. I remember when we did biology all those years ago. That was what we were told. I think, well, you're 12. Bring a boy of 12 next to a girl of 12. The girl is more mature. But I think that at some point, as everybody grows, we kind of like the guys catch up. Yeah, the guys catch up. I think that's the general um, belief. The guys catch up. So if the guys catch up, why is it that when we want to marry, we still want to marry someone that's older than us? Why do we feel like the guy must be older than us if we want to marry? I'm just wondering why. I'm talking about people much older, the much older generation. Yeah, I'm not talking about people much older generation. Why? Who made that rule? Forget our grandfathers. Forget maybe even our parents. Our generation. Why? One of my main hobby is people watching, right? And sometimes I go out and I just see couples. The man is maybe 60, the woman is maybe 52, and I'm just watching them. I'm thinking, you people are. There's a disconnect. There really is a disconnect. The age gap is a lot. Could that even, and that generation, a lot of them do not divorce. My generation, a lot of them, a lot of us don't divorce. So they remain married. And please, I'm not advocating for divorce. I'm just trying to buttress my point. They remain married, but there's a total disconnect. Everybody's doing their own thing, but they're married. So society will see them as, oh, they're married, but they're living different lives, social lives, everything. Fine. Okay. Let's pack that to one side. Let's pack the married people to one side. Let's talk about people that are dating. In this London, let me talk about London because this is where I live. The pool of single older men, so maybe by older, I'm talking about 50 to 60, the pool of men in that age who are single is very slim. The pool is very, and I'm saying this by talking to people, socializing. I have male friends, so, and I have female friends. The pool is very slim. Let me talk about London because this is where I live. So let me use this as my for my study. The pool is very tiny. Yeah, pool of single. If you're looking for a married man, that one is your own cup of tea. That's another issue. That's another topic. I'm talking about single men between 50 and 60. The pool is very slim. Okay. From that pool of single men between 50 and 60, most of them, the ones that I know, or not, let me not say most of them because I haven't conducted a proper study, but many of them in that pool, when they're looking for women, they're not looking for women that are 53 and are going through menopause. And all of it, and all of the symptoms that come along with, but they're not. That's not where they. That's not the pool that they're trying to fish in. Yeah, they're looking for women that are younger. So maybe women that are, I don't know, maybe between, I don't know, 40 mid 40s, maybe. Yeah. Okay. So we've established the pool is tiny. Those men in that pool, in that tiny pool, don't even want to date women in your age bracket, you as a woman, a Nigerian woman who is between 50 and 60. So what I'm asking is, where are you expecting this your Prince Charming to come from? Uh, where? Where are you expecting Prince Charming to come from? So when you meet a guy, you know that there's a shortage of men that are available for you to pick from. Yeah? And then you meet a guy who's younger, he's probably been married, had his children, so he's not trying to have children because you yourself, you cannot even give him children. He's not trying to have children, you can't give him children. And you say you're not going to date him. Why? Why? Because he's 3 years younger than you. Uh, uh, you rather live in London. Let me tell you, people. It's different if you have genuine reasons or whatever. Obviously, if he's immature, and this thing about maturity, there are men that I know so many men in this London that are between 50 and 60, and they're just foolish. The maturity level is very low. Yeah, so this maturity, I get it. Yes, obviously, age, we maturity should come with age. That's what we want to think, and that's how it should be. But it doesn't always. It doesn't always come with age. We've seen so many older people just acting a fool. So you are going to limit yourself to the tiny, very tiny pool of men that are older than you who are willing to date you. You want to, when you can, if you meet somebody, a guy who's slightly younger, he's mature, and he's willing to date you, you will say no. And let me say something. I've realized that men who are slightly younger, I'm not talking about your 50, dating a 35-year-old guy. That's different. You people know you're playing. It's not going anywhere. You're having fun. So that's not what I'm talking about. I've noticed that guys that are, let's say, in their 40s, maybe mid 40s, I think that they're more open to dating women that are slightly older than men between 50 and 60 dating you that is slightly younger than them. Does it make sense? So you're more likely to find a guy that's a bit younger than you who's willing to date you. I think, and I may be wrong. All of this is just my own little. Uh, uh, I wouldn't even say study because I didn't sit out making a study, but my observation. Let me call it my observation. Yeah, my observation. The guys that are slightly younger than you are more open to dating you than the guys that are slightly older than you. They don't. They're wanting to date younger. They're wanting to date younger girls. So my thing is, and I was having a conversation with somebody close to me the other day, and about this issue, and she was saying, yeah, that some women, slightly older women may just decide, let me date a younger guy just to tick the box. So, and I understood exactly what she was saying, and I said to her, I get what you're saying, but to the Nigerian eye, let's use Nigeria, and I'm using Nigeria, to the Nigerian eye, as a woman, the only box people are ticking for you is, are you married or you're not married? That's the only box people are ticking for you. There's no other box for you. Are you married or are you not married? There is no other box. Forget, having children, that's different. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in terms of relationships. The only box that they see, the only box there is married or unmarried. So if you're an older woman and you go and date and you're dating, you decide, oh, let me date a younger guy to tick the box. You're ticking your own box because as far as people are concerned, you're not married. He didn't marry you. In fact, that's even opening up Pandora's box, because then there'll be comments about, oh, maybe he's with you because you're more financially stable than him, or oh, maybe you're with him because he may be more, I don't know, sexually active or may give you more sexual gratification. And then there's also the thing of, oh, you're with him, but you've been with him for how many years? He hasn't married you. So clearly you're not marriage material. It's still all about the only box to the average Nigerian eye when it comes to relationships is married or not married. The one of your the dating or cohabit, that doesn't count. I'm talking about the average Nigerian eye. I try not to generalize, but there's certain issues that I feel like I can generalize with my full chest. And this is one of those issues. That box issue, and the Nigerian woman and this dating younger men situation. So I watch a lot of is it reality TV? I don't even know what I call it. Yeah, a lot of reality TV, nonsense TV. When I say nonsense, I mean on serious because I try not to be serious outside work. I don't want to be too serious, right? So I watch a lot of these shows, and it's funny because there's one that I watch all the time. It's called Pop the Balloon. It's by Nons Mirage. It's a Nigerian show. It's a Nigerian game show, the Hunt Games show, and it's funny because the people, the contestants, or the people that come to the show, you will see a Nigerian girl who is 28. The guy who they're trying to get or get his attention or to date or whatever is 29. And she says, no, I can't date him. Our ages are too close, right? You will now see a Nigerian guy, he's 29. There's a woman who is, he's 29, there's a woman who is 34 or 33. And he says, no, please, oh, she's too old for me. I want somebody younger. So that's back home. That's in Nigeria. So in Nigeria, they're still following that. Oh, he's older than me. He must be older than me, or she must be much younger than me. Thing. Yeah, that's back home. I'm not talking about back home. The society is different environment. I'm talking about out here. So Gen Z out here, or millennials, or whatever you want to call them, I love them, and I love them because they don't. You see this age thing that we're doing. This big. Oh, he must be older than me. 3, 4, 5 years older than me. Nonsense. To me, I call it nonsense. Forgive me. That's my own. My own. Um, that's how I see it. Because I don't. I think that age. The number of years is not what I think should be the focus. Is the individual. What is he or she doing? What have they achieved? What do they want? How do they carry themselves? All those sorts of things. Yeah, financial stability, all those things that, for me, I think that's what people should be focusing on. So let me use my daughter. My daughter's 22. And, sometimes when she's going out, I'm like, where are you going? Are you going to this spot? She's like, no, mom, no, 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 I'm not going here. It's full of uncles. Okay. And I'm thinking, uncles, uncles, how old? She's 22. The people that she's calling uncles are people that are like 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. She's calling them uncles. Like, that's the terminology they use. If you have children that age, if you have daughters that age, I'm sure a lot of you would have heard that. They say uncles. So to them, that age, they're not dating people that much. They don't want people that much older. To them, it's pervy. To a lot of them, I don't know. Obviously, there'll be exceptions. I'm just talking about the younger people around me that I see. They all tend to be dating people around their ages. They want to grow together. They want to make it together. All of that. So I'm just wondering, why? What has changed? Why are the younger ones? And I know I'm digressing, but yeah, I digress. This is my musing, so I can digress. Why is it that the younger ones are wanting people very close to their age? If not the same age or slightly just a year or two age gap, but us, we're still holding on to he must be much older than me. Why is that? Why is that? I'm just wondering. Because forget our parents, that's generation is gone. But, us, you meet somebody, he's your age, you guys are kind of pretty much the same in terms of finances or whatever, whatever. Why are you still saying, or somebody who's slightly younger than you, the discrepancy in terms of, achievements or whatever is not a lot. Why are you still hell bent on he must be older than me? That's what I want to know. And if you're in this London, this same London town that I live in, see you, I see old age, you. See you, see old age. I'm telling you now. if you are in this London, and I'm laughing because I know people are gonna come for me, and people are gonna listen will come for me, but it's fine. If you are in London and you're wanting to, you're looking for someone to date, he must be old. This thing of he must be older. You you're climbing an uphill battle. I'm not trying to be negative Nancy or Debbie Downer, but I have to keep it real. You're climbing an uphill battle. If you don't want to date somebody, that's fine. Do you understand? But I'm saying if you're actively wanting to date, if you're feeling like, you know what, I'm getting older, I want a partner, I want someone I can do things with, I want someone I can travel with. Winter is cold. When I come home, I just want to snuggle up. All those nice things, nice warm fuzzy things that come with good healthy relationships. If you're wanting all that and you're still waiting for the guy that's much older than you to come from that tiny pond, that pond I mentioned that is full, the pond has only a few drops of water in it, and all of you are trying to fish from that pond, my dear. Wahala day, wahala day for you. That's take it from me. I'm telling you now. Wahala day for you. If, like I said, if you want to date someone that's married, that's fine. But if you're looking for a single in this London, ah, in fact, let me not even say London, Manchester, Birmingham, surrounding towns, you will struggle. Oh, you will struggle. Nigerian women, let's be sure that these men did not make that rule to set us up, so that all of us will be single in our older years. Let's be sure who made those. Who even made those rules? Ah, ha. So this is my musings. That's what I my musings don't have a head or tail. There's no begin. There's no end. So when I feel like I've spewed out all that's on my mind, I will conclude. But that's really what I wanted to talk about. So I'm just very curious. If you um if you're listening and you're not, let me not even just say Nigerian woman. You're a Nigerian woman. You're a black woman. Would you date someone that's younger than you? Um, have you dated someone that's younger than you? Would you do that? If you wouldn't do that, why not? If you would, why not? If you would, why? I'm just very curious to know. Also, if you're a guy that's listening, man, I know you people never comment. You people are just horrible. My listeners, my male listeners, I can see statistics, so I can see that I have male listeners. They listen and they go away. They don't comment. Some of them will not come and message me privately. But if you're a guy, if you're single, if you're a guy and you're single, and you're in that age bracket, so 45 to 60, if you were trying to date, what age would you be looking to date? Would you be looking to date someone that's your age, or would you be looking to date someone that's significantly younger, or someone, if you're a younger guy, are you open to dating someone that's older? I'm just curious. I want to know. That's because these are my observations, and I'm like I said, they're just my observations. So I want to know what people have observed. Um, yeah, I'm just very curious. So this is what I wanted to talk about. So, like I said, it's not. I'm not trying to take a dig at anybody. I'm just exploring things because I've had, well, every time I talk to, I know quite a number of single women, and it's usually this. When we talk, it's mostly this age thing. I feel like people are limiting themselves to finding partners, um, because they're so fixated on this. He must be older than me. That's my own take. I may be wrong, and I know that there are things that come with dating younger guys. They're also they're plot. Everything has pros and cons, though. Everything has pros and cons, and even with younger guys, obviously the number of age, eh, um, the age gap, you know, comes into play as well. If it's a significant age gap, is he where you need him to be? All those things. I know that, but I'm just saying. I think that it may help people to explore that option and not be so fixated on he must be older than me. What if he's older than you and he's just hopeless? But oh, he's older than me. Ah, now wow, I don't understand that. Anyway, I know I've rambled on. but I had to get this out. Let me know your thoughts, guys. And if you want to come for me, come for me. But I'm just telling you what I think. And if you're listening from, not the UK, I've used London because I live in London. If you're listening from wherever else, let me know. How is it in that area where you live? If you're listening from America, what's the. I know that people in America say there's a shortage of black men. I shall know. I know that. Available black, single men. It's not black men, single, available black men of a certain age. Of a certain age, single, and I'm saying even say unavailable, single available because you may be single but not available. Single available black men of a certain age between. Let me put the age as between 45 and 60. I know that I hear that there's a shortage of those men, and not just those men looking to date women within the same age bracket. So if you're listening, let me know your thoughts wherever you're listening from. I just want to know how. Am I the only one that thinks how I think? Um, I may be totally wrong, but this is my take. So let me hear your take. Okay. Yeah, I've spewed this out. I feel happy. I've had my therapy session. You guys know that these musings, when the spirit comes upon me, I must get it out. So this has been boiling and boiling and boiling, and I'm glad that it's out. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Let's interact. uh, and if you don't want to comment, if you don't want people to see what you're saying, you can send me a message. But if you're bold and you can comment, let me know what your thoughts are. Guys, please, please, please share and please, please, please subscribe. That's the only way you're gonna know when I have new episodes. Share, share, share. Let's get conversations going. Okay, I think I'm gonna round up for now. So, guys, until next time, please stay safe. Let's love each other. Let's look after each other. Um, and yeah, I shall be back soon. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye.